I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no desire to recap this anymore. Literally anymore. Today is April 2nd, 9:30 a.m. Last night, we're clearly seeing the Marlins of what they are this season. Early looks, trying to be optimistic as possible. But then back to back games, they had a 4-run plus lead, and they still find a way to lose. This has happened twice in a row. And what really angers me on the early looks is the fact that the Marlins offense are so capable of producing runs and they completely go to sleep. And they don't have an effort. When they finally have something, they ground up to the double play. Oh, my goodness. Another frustration is clearly showing our bullpen is as trash as it's ever been. In the past, 5 years? 6 years? It's garbage. It is flat. I'm looking at this right now. It is garbage. How do you blow that big of a lead and still freaking lose? That's twice. So like I said, today's April 2nd. I could have recapped this game last night. But in my household, people were sleeping early. So I didn't want to yell and perhaps wake them up, right? So that's part of the reason why I saved until this morning. Another reason, after the hit, After the Adele hit in the ninth inning, I said, I can't do it. I shut the TV off. That's right. I did the unthinkable. It was so bad. It was so bad, I actually shut the game off. So I was finished with that, and I went up. I said, should I go back or no? I was like, no, I'm calling it. Go to bed, wake up, do the recap. But before I even do the recap, I admit, I did go back and I watched the rest of the ninth inning. So then, after that ninth inning, I saw what happened, how we lost 7-4. All right. First inning, Max Meyer. Welcome back, Max Meyer. Produced a really good start of the first inning. It was a 1-2-3. Not bad, right? Not bad to start the game. First inning, well, it's just like what I just said. It's more so look like what happens with the Pirates game. But at least with the Pirates game, they at least made some effort to come back. All right. Arias worked a walk. Bell reached on the catcher's interference, which is when the bat is trying to hit the baseball, but it caught the catcher's glove. That's a catcher's interference. Then Berger hits a single to right that allows Arias score. 1-0 Marlins. Great. Then next up, Jazz hits single, and then we got 2-run score. Great. Awesome. DLC gets struck out. Sanchez was granted to a fielder's choice. However, what happened was the ball goes up to the shortstop. He had it all to himself, but here's where it went wrong. Jazz was faster. He was fast. He got second, and by the time they were going to reach Jesus Sanchez already reached first base. So no one was out there. It remains 1 out, and the bases were loaded there. Anderson struck out looking. I thought it was a weak strike. I thought it was some of the weak strike calls, but whatever. But Nick Gordon comes out, and he doubles to center. Berger and Jazz scores on this run, and look at this, 4-0. And I said to my friends, let's see how the Marlins will screw this up. I did not think after the first inning by the way, Bethencourt was struck out swinging, right? 4-0. Really good first inning for the Marlins offense. Since the first inning, the Marlins just went to sleep. The Marlins offense just went dead asleep. And they have shown no effort to make any more runs. Top of the second, you got Ward doubling the center. Drury line out center, Ward to third. Hicks grounding out to first. That allows Ward to come in easily. And then Thies pops out to short. Second inning, nothing. Top of the third, 1, 2, 3. Great. Bottom third, DLC not playing his best baseball, but Sanchez hits single. Anderson hits single to left. Great, we have an opportunity. Go to strikeout swing and Bethencourt flat out center. Great. Sean Well ground out to first. Okay, good. Next, Mike Trout. We forgot about Mike Trout, and he just hits a homer. And that was a banger. Great. 4-2 at this point for the Marlins. Fourth inning, Arise and Bell singles. Good. We got 2 men on. What happens? Berger. Double play. Another double play. And then Jazz flies out to left. Fifth inning, couple of walks, but there was a fielded choice to third, which was a nice play there to get the out of second, and then Rendon flies out to right. Great. De La Cruz needing to run, he got a double, and the rest of the offense let him down. Three straight batters and 3 straight outs. Then this is where I get angry. George Soriano comes out and gives up back-to-back home runs to tie the game. He gives up a home run to Sean Well, and he gives up a home run to Mike Trout, which Mike Trout has 2 home runs. And of course, you got the rest of social media, the sports media, all up at Mike Trout's rear end about this 473 feet home run to tie the game up. When are you going to freaking realize it's Mike Trout? And then you leave up the hands of a relief pitching of Soriano. They're garbage. The relief pitching. I'm not just talking Soriano. I'm talking everybody. They're garbage. And they give up a game-tying home run. Oh my God. 4-0, we gave up everything. The offense is dead asleep. And the pitching is horrible. The rest of the top of the inning, there was an out. Where was this when we tried to get Shunwell and Trout out? Where was that? And then bottom 6, Bethencourt walked, Arias walked, and then this is Suarez pitching now. Bell struck out swinging. And then Kimber, a former Marlin, guess what he did? His first pitch, the Marlins ground to a double play. Like, what are we supposed to do? What are you doing? Why are you grounding to a double play? Top of the 7th, we had to change pitchers with Andrew Nardi, and I don't know, man. I don't know. They can't do it. They got Rendon out, or excuse me. Here's what happened in the top of the 7th when Rendon was at bat. I believe it was Nato. Yeah, it was Nato. Was calling a rundown and he was caught stealing. Okay. Then, Kimber still pitching for the Angels. Bottom 7th, 1, 2, 3. Top of the 8th, Tanner Scott. He was horrible. 3 straight walks. And albeit some ball calls were so questionable, they were in the strike zone clearly. The umpire did not call any of those, and that works 3 walks. And they had to make a choice. Ground out, get 1 out at second. However, Rendon scores. The guy who freaking never plays baseball, the same guy who complains there's too many games, goes home. So then when those walks were happening, the Marlins blew a 4-0 lead, and the Angels take the lead in the 8th inning, 5-4. Bottom of the 8th now, 1-2-3. Great. Then bottom 9th. Oh, hop. He triples to center. Nick Gordon tries to read the baseball, and he crashed into a wall. That's why you see the thumbnail. That's our mood. And then pinch hitter. And he singles to make it 6-4. And right then and there, I shut the game off. I was like, I can't do this anymore. We're going to start 0-5. I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't want to believe it. So I turned it off. Continue watching this Panthers game because the Panthers are at least trying to make this comeback. At least they're putting in more effort against the Toronto Maple Leafs. But that's the next video. So fast forward to this morning. I woke up needing to do the recap, which I don't want to, but I have to. So I go back to MLB. I watched the rest of the 9th inning after the Odell hit when I shut the game off. So I did see that. I saw everything else. So Nato grounded to shortstop, and then Rendon struck out looking. Okay, great. Burch Smith comes out. He walks Sean well. And then Adele would steal third. Great. Actually, Odell stole third, then worked the walk. Mike Trout at bat. And then Burch Smith did something stupid. As he was getting ready to do the windup, he twitches his leg, and that's a balk. That's an easy balk to make. He twitches his leg. Basically, if somebody's on base and you're trying to work the windup, and you're twitching, making some unnecessary movements with your body, especially your leg, if they see it, that's a balk. And it just so happens that Adele was at third when the balk happened, so that's automatic score. That's 7-0. It's 7-4. Then Trout ground out third. Okay. Bottom of the 9th. We need to get runs. Estevez closing the game. Arise. Good start. Bell. Another freaking double play. Then Berger flies out to left, ball game. I have no words. I really have no words. That's what happened last night. Arise, he was terrific. Tim Anderson, his defense, I thought his defense was excellent. The first out, he had to dive to get that baseball. Tim Anderson. I thought his defense was pretty good. And people say I already have another Tim Anderson. Really though? Because I like how Tim Anderson is playing. It's everybody else that stinks. Meyer tried everything he possibly can. He gave up 2 hits. Those hits were enough for the run. Or 2. Soriano. Back-to-back home runs. Meyer had 4 strikeouts. The Angels pitching, Silseth was a starter this one. He only pitched 3 innings, while Meyer pitched 5. But even then, that was still not enough. I'm done. That's all. That's all I have for you. That's all I have for this game, particularly last night. I have no desire to recap these anymore. I just don't have the desire to do it. But I will try my best to remain having faith, talk about these games with you guys. But my God, all that excitement is gone. It's just sucked out. There was a lot to blame. Now, I remember it was 2 days ago. It was Easter. That they were blaming the shadows of Lone Depot Park for the comeback and everything else. Right? Last night, no shadows, and they did the same thing. I know the dogs is crying for this loss. I know. But still, it doesn't change the fact that we made history in a wrong way. First ever time we started 0 for 5 in the season, 0 for 5. Most of the Marlins teams we had were terrible, but they don't start 0 for 5. But yet, when we have high expectations after coming out of the playoffs, we start 0 for 5. Oh, another history. At home, when we led by as many as 4 or 5, we still lose back-to-back. Insanity. It is insanity. Coaches freaking scream. You gotta do something. Bruce Sherman, please do something. Because you're letting us down again. All the management is letting us down again. That's who I blame. Anyway, I'm done talking about this. I'll talk about the Panthers game in a little bit. And I'll see you guys for the Panthers game. You guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and let's see how many more games it's going to disappoint. Because I bet you this, we're probably going to win at least 40 games. We're probably going to be nowhere near 60 at this rate. So we're expecting a garbage season, folks. And Rod Allen, and by the way, one more thing before I go. Rod Allen put it like this perfectly. In the 9th inning, he said this. It seemed as though the Marlins are not confident in themselves to win the game. It feels like they don't want to win, and they let the other teams make a comeback. That's what Rod Allen is basically saying. He's basically saying the Marlins have no confidence in themselves. Well, I say this, get the coaches together, build up confidence for this team, because right now all the confidence is just fading away after an 0 for 5 start. How often does that happen? It's truly a Miami thing. Truly is. All right, I'm finished. I'll see you guys in the Panthers video. At least that game, there was effort from the Panthers. Anyway, good night.